Hey, what's going on, everybody? Huvi 186 back again with another video, and this is gonna be my video about Gamescom. Um, I saw the show a couple days ago. After I got out from work, and now I finally have the time to talk about it. I would talk about Microsoft, but they didn't live stream it. I could probably watch it if I want, but I heard there wasn't really anything that happened at that conference that I was interested in. So, I'll skip them. Um, Sony's press conference, Gamescom conference, I thought was really good. I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a lot better than their E3 conference. There is one thing that I do want to say though. Whoever is in charge of production of this Gamescom event for Sony needs to be shot. Not with a gun, but like a BB gun or Super Soaker or something. Cause whenever they were showing, especially earlier on, excuse me, especially earlier on, when they were showing the trailer for Gran Turismo 6, right? They would pan out to the crowd instead of showing the game. Instead of showing the game. I mean, it's stupid. And you can kind of see what they're doing right now. They're panning out to the crowd, which, well, with the guy there, that's fine to an extent. But when they were showing the trailers for some of these games, they're panning out to the crowd. It makes no sense. But that aside, I thought the conference overall was really good. They showed a lot of they showed a lot of very interesting games, a lot of indie games, which are going to be I believe the vast majority of them, if based on the wording, are probably going to be coming first to the PlayStation. Then they'll probably come out later on for probably more than likely they'll come out for the Xbox One on a later date or some other platform. So they showed a lot of games, a lot of interesting games, a lot of them more indie more indie type titles, which some people don't like. All of a sudden, do not do not like, but whatever. Um, but overall, I thought it was a good conference. It wasn't mind blowing or nothing like that, but it definitely showed a lot of interesting games, and it was a good conference. I thought it was better than E3's. My bad. I didn't even see EA's conference, but it was definitely much better than their E3 conference because they showed gameplay. That's what I actually really wanted to see from all fronts. You look at, they're showing off Vita stuff right now. Um, like obviously Gran Turismo is gonna be coming out on December. I think it was 6th, December 6th, or it was like, yeah, it's December 6th, and I gotta be honest with you, man. Of the three like major console exclusive racers out there, between Gran Turismo 6, Forza 5 on the Xbox One, and the what was it, Drive Club, that's gonna be out for the PS4. In my honest opinion, I think Gran Turismo 6 looks better than both. You know what I mean? It looks better than both in my opinion. But I did see Drive Club, and they showed, not at the conference, but they showed. I was watching another video of them showing, the gameplay and all that other stuff. It looks nice. You know what I mean? I'm glad that it's not just first person racing. I'm happy about that. So I don't know if it's the type of, I know it's leaning more towards the Forza, right? I don't know if it'll be quite as good as Forza, but Evolution Studios, they're a good company. They make good racing games. So we'll see about that. What else did they show? They showed definitely much more support for the Vita. Obviously Borderlands 2 is coming to the Vita, which is actually a pretty big deal. Like that's a pretty big deal. But again, it is a port, so that it would be nice to see something like a big budget AAA title that's original. Um, kind of like Killzone Mercenaries, which I'll do a separate video about that. Okay, I downloaded the beta. So the PS4 stuff that they showed this game called Rhyme, which like a lot of people have called it kind of like a cross between Shadow of the Colossus and Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, and I totally agree with that. It looks beautiful. It definitely looks amazing. I don't know if it's my type of gameplay. I don't know if it's my type of game per se, but it definitely it looks beautiful. Then you had Helldivers, which looked cool. You know, they announced the MMO called War Thunder. I don't know about that. You know, they announced a lot of games. They Shadow of the Beast, which looked interesting. They announced a lot of games. They showed a lot of games, and you know, it definitely was the type of game that it was definitely was the type of conference which I would have preferred to have seen at E3. But even though you know E3, their E3 wasn't bad. It's just, you know, the main highlight of the E3 was basically Sony taking shots at Microsoft. But this one, I thought the games took more of the was more upfront, more of the forefront of what they wanted to do. They announced Minecraft, which I don't care about. What else did they announce? They showed the remote play between Assassin's Creed 4, you know, like on the Vita, and I'm not gonna lie, it looked impressive. I just don't know if I don't know if that's gonna be a proper selling point for the Vita. I don't know if it'll help the Vita, but it definitely looked impressive. So if they can do that and make it, excuse me, and make it more you know, and how would I put this? If they make it worthwhile, then it's definitely a good step for the Vita. I don't know if it'll be a game changer, but you know, it's a good thing to have the connectivity. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's really all about it. Yeah, that's really it. Obviously the system's gonna be coming out November 15th here, and November 29th out in Europe, where Gamescom took place. So you know, I think I think it's a good launch, you know, day or whatever. I think the Wii U came out around, if I'm not mistaken, because I did a video about this. I think the Wii U came out around the same time, but I'm not sure. But regardless, yeah, I thought it was a good Gamescom. If I had to give it a grade, I'd probably give it a B, like a solid B. I think a lot of people are expecting Sony to kind of just drop, you know, AAA titles left and right and stuff like that, and frankly, I mean, they showed enough for me to be satisfied if I were to buy the system day one, which I'm not. You know, because I don't buy new consoles at launch. You know, there's too many problems that could arise, and plus, you know, by the time you get the game, you'll have more established, more I'll probably say more you know, like I'll probably say more, I don't want to say, yeah, well, yeah, I'll say better games coming out, you know, down the line, you know, like your Uncharted and Halos and all the other stuff. So, you know, that's why I like to wait at least a year. But I mean, if I were to buy a PS4 right now, if I were to buy a PS4 at launch, I think I would be very satisfied. I think the lineup is it's a good lineup. You have Drive Club, Knack. I don't know if Knack is my type of game, but you know, you have Knack. You have Killzone Shadowfall. Then you have Infamous, which is the game I'm looking most forward to right now. But that's gonna be out in February. You have a bunch of smaller titles that look cool. So, you know, overall, I give the conference a B. I thought I thought it was a good conference overall, and you know, that's really about it. Let me know what you guys think. This is Huvi 186. I'm out.